In this video, I'll talk about company within Dynamics 365 Business Central. So, what is a company? So, from a simplicity perspective, company is a container that holds information about a legal entity. So companies exist in an environment. So business central application exists because of you have a company, and if you want to input some information related to companies, related to sales order, invoicing, and those kind of things, so that's because of that the company exists. Now company exists in environments can be of two type: production and sandbox. You cannot change company's name once it is created. However, as an exception, in the on-prem version, you can change that. Also, you can change the display name of the company, though. So you cannot change the company's name, but then you can change the display name of the company, which gets rendered. Also, there are other things which you can change, like the company badges, company logo, and there are a whole bunch of information which you can change from a company perspective. Now, there is no direct way to navigate to different companies or to create a company, but there is a way from a search bar whereby if you type in companies, then it will take you to the companies list, and from that point onwards, you can start creating a company. Now, on the top bar, you will see a company badge, and from there, you can select different companies. If you have five companies created by navigating through the company badges, you can navigate to different companies. Now, company badges can be set in the company information section, which I'm going to show you in a while. Create new company. Now once you get into the company list, there is an option to click on new, and then from new you can create a new company. So the goal of this entire exercise is to create a new company. Now why do you create a new company? Because take for example, if you have a business operating in multiple countries, okay, and you want to manage and maintain different accounts for different companies, then it's a wise decision to create a new company. Or maybe if you operate in just one country and you have a diversified business, so you have a steel business, you have a airways business, you have a retail business, hospitality business, so it is wise to create a different company. And also, depending on your region, depending on your department, you can create different companies. Now again, that decision has to be made at the start, and that decision has to be logical, because once you create that company and when you start adding those record to that company, then it is very difficult to make that change, the hierarchical changes. So this is a hierarchical decision which the architect needs to be more precise on the structure before you even set up your business central. So this is like a design time decisions which you need to make. Creating a new company is simple. Once you click on new, it will give you that assisted guided setup for creating a company, and then from that point onwards you specify the name for the company. And also there is an option to select the data and the setup to get started. So you can have, so if you are just using it for test purpose, you can create an environment with sample data or evaluation data, or you can set up a production data, you can set up a new company with no data at all, and additional demo data can also be enabled just by ticking this box. Okay, so once you do that, you get in, like say, functionality basically to have those additional records within your system just for testing purposes. Now, once you create here a new company, it will ask you to manage the users. If you want to add users while creation of a company, you can do that. However, you have an option to just skip that, and then your company will be provisioned. Now, company provisioning might take some time. It is not that instant because there are a lot of scaffolding which needs to be in place before a company is shown to a user. So, for that purpose, like this company creation might take some time. Now, let me show you Dynamics 365 Business Central. So this is Dynamics 365 Business Central, and I'm in one of the company, Girish Steel Industry. Now, this is a company, okay? This is the name of the company. Now, if you click on here, it will take you to the home page. So take, for example, if you are in, say, different screens, and if you want to go back to a home page, what you can do, you can click outside over here, or you click on this hyperlink. So if you're inside a different section, say if I'm in user task group, and if I navigate to the home page, then what I can do, I'll just click outside, click on the company name, and that will take me to the home page of the company. Also, there is something called as a company badge, which will allow you to navigate to different companies over here. Okay, so this is like the badge, Steel's badge, which I have written for Girish Steel Industry. So if I click over here, I have an option to select different companies. So I'm under the context of a company. So that's why I mentioned to you that, it's a design time decision. It's a start of the hierarchy. So make sure that you structure your company in such a way that it is structured correctly, whether it is multi-geo, multi-city, multi-country, or it is like segregated as per the business within your organization's hierarchical boundaries. Now, I have this diversified business. So I'll say I have this Girish Steel Industry and Girish Airways and Girish Coffee. So that's why I've created this different company for my fictitious business. Now, here, if you want to switch back to a different company, you can just click on the company, and then you can have an option to switch in new tab, and or open a new tab and go to the same list. So I'll just open a new tab. I'll just close the other tab over here. Okay. Now I'm in different companies. So this is Girish Coffee Company and this is Girish Steel Company. Now here, once you select this company, there is no option for you to create a company. Okay. So you click on this clock icon over here, the settings icon, and then you can navigate to company information. Now in company information, you will be able to see all the company details. Now this is the display name of the company. You can change that. So there are like other things like company badges, etc. You can change, but the goal of this session is basically to create a company. So I can see this plus icon over here, but I cannot do any specific thing to create a company. So there is no direct link for which me to navigate to and to create a company. So for that, what we can do, we click on the search button over here and just type in company. The moment you type in company, you will see company hub, company sizes, and there are like a lot of other things which you will see in the search result. Okay, now you will not be able to create a company just by typing company. Okay, so you need to type in a correct keyword like say companies. Okay, so the moment you type in companies, it will take you to that list. The name of the list is companies, and then you click on companies, and then this will be the list of all the company which is stored in the backend. Now I'll just maximize the screen. I have an option to create a new company, or I can come here and edit an existing company. So I can delete the company, I can select more and then delete something. Okay, so there is a whole bunch of things which I can do. But the goal is to create a new company. So let's create a company called as Girish Stock Market. So I'll just click on new, and then I can click on create new company. So if I click on create, it says welcome to the assisted company for create assisted setup for creating a company. Let's go. Click next to get started. And here I'll say name of the company is Girish Stock Exchange, and I have an option to select the data and setup to get started, production setup data, evaluation sample data, create a new no data. So let's see all these options. So I'll just maximize this and show you evaluation sample data, essential experience sample data, create a company with essential functionality scope containing everything you need to evaluate the product for companies. I have an option to additionally install the demo data. So I can select this option if I want that, or I have an option to just come with a clean slate, create new, no data. So it says create a company with a desired experience, a company with any process complexity, and set it up manually. You'll be able to use this company for a 30-day trial period. Then there is an option for production setup data only. Now here again, you can have an additional demo data, create a company with essential functionality scope containing data such as chart of accounts, payment method for use by the company with standard processes. So there are multiple ways through which you can create these data. What I'm going to do, I'll say create new with no data. I don't want any data in it, and I'll click on next. The moment you do that, it will ask you to add users for the company. So I have an option to manage users, so I can click on manage users, and then I can select the user from this list. Okay, now I just have one user myself, but if I have multiple users, I can select the users and then all good. So you attach a user to this company. Once you do that, click on next. That's it, finish. Click on finish. Then it will start provisioning this company. Now remember, creating a company is not like straightforward. You will have to wait because all the scaffolding work is going on in the back end, and then the company is getting provision. And once the company is provisioned, you will be able to see that company. Let me show you where. So here that company name will appear once that company is created. Now once the company is created, it won't have this badges. You need to manually create that badges, and this will be available in the company selector. Now this might take some time, so till the time this is completed, maybe I'll just show you in this next demo when this company gets created. But this is a very straightforward way through which you can create a company. And once you have this company created, there is always an option to go into the company information and make some further changes, like in terms of name, address, communication, company badges, user experiences, etc. So you can make those changes. And also you have an option to upload a nice picture for your company as well. So that's it, folks. This is how you basically create a new company within Dynamics 365 Business Central. Thanks for watching.